So how was your day, Vivian?
All right, well, I took Cindy to the dentist, and they put her to sleep. What is that stuff that they give, like a gas, laughing gas? And
Nitrous oxide or something?
yeah, and so she's woozy when she gets out, and I'm gonna pick her up pretty soon. So anyway, I went to the post office. My pen pal was concerned about her letters and something personal. It's sort of weird. My daughter's reading her impossible to read handwriting after I die because there might be some personal information that she doesn't want anybody to see. So I have 14 binders left of our correspondence. We've corresponded for 11 years. And what we were doing was I would write to her on one side of the page and she would write on the back of the page and return it. So I've gotten rid of a lot of our letters, maybe shredded a whole bunch.
That's like shredding history,
I can't hear you.
That's like shredding history.
Yeah, but anyway, so there's actually 13 albums binders, school binders left with our correspondence. So this morning I went through everything, and I had like an inch-and-a-half pile of her individual letters and stuff she sent that isn't on the back of mine, and so I'm sending it all back to her. And I was gonna copy my letters to send her stuff back, but it's gonna cost a fortune, so I'm not gonna do it. And anyway, so that's what I was doing. And
that's a shame,
so,
actually.
Well, that's all right. I mean, there was one medical blood test or something that she had sent. Maybe she was concerned about that. I don't know really what it was. But anyway, so I found some old journals. And there's 2005 and 2006. So I'm going to type those up and tweak them. And I'm titling it 19 Months of Hell in Real Estate, an Artist's Journal. So it's a combo of the 19 months that I worked for a local realtor and stuff that I was going through at the same time because I was still doing art. And in one of those journals, there was 2005, 2006, 2009, and one supposedly gratitude journal, 1998, that was when Oprah was having everybody do gratitude journals. And so
was that like telling everything you're happy about, or?
Yeah, so everything, you're grateful for everything. And so I sent it to my friend Linda, that 1998 one, because it was pretty. I had cut out magazine pictures of flowers, and I had a flower on every page and then a journal page. But it's too religious. I converted to Christianity. I mean, even though I was raised Christian, the full-bore conversion because of my Aunt Gail and my cousin Bill. And they, Gail wanted me to be saved. And it was her husband, Chuck, that came to our family parties and always said, none of us were saved. We were all bound for hell. Only him.
You used to be a Satanist?
No.
Oh.
No. I mean, I was raised Christian.
Oh, I see.
But we had this Uncle Chuck, husband of my Aunt Gail, that was a traveling minister that went around in one of those old yellow school buses from church to church.
Okay.
And preached for deposits or whatever collection. But he'd come and say that we were, the family, we were all bound for hell because we were not saved. But he was saved. So it just frightened me so much. If you mention the word Christian, it made me extremely uncomfortable because of that childhood memory. So anyway, somehow in 1998, my Aunt Gail, had me convert to Christianity. So that first book is, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. So at this point, I really believe in God, but having seen the Ancient Aliens program where they show stuff all over the world, their theory is all of our gods are extraterrestrials, and I don't necessarily believe that, but it's like...
Makes you wonder, though.
There are other places in the world where they're not Christian, and they have a religion, they have a belief in God and stuff like that. So anyway, at this point I would just say I'm spiritual and I believe in God and I see miracles happen and stuff like that. So anyway, so what was the only point with the pen pal? Oh yeah, just that she...
Was she having an affair or something? She was afraid
No. I think, I would write and tell what's going on in my day, and then she would correspond to things that I would say. So I don't think there's anything, bad, but she had some health problems too that she would mention and stuff. So, maybe that's what makes her uncomfortable. But,
yeah.
But anyway, so let's go on to the journals. So 2005 and 2006 are interesting, and you're in those, and I didn't like you. You weren't a nice guy when you were married to your last wife. So
Me?
we're not going to name her, but because I'm changing the names of everybody in these journals. So everybody's getting a different name to protect them and, keep their privacy. But,
I think my last wife knows she wasn't very nice, and she made me not very nice.
Well, okay, but anyway.
Anyway.
Bad marriage. And so, anyway...
it was only my fifth marriage. I'm still learning.
So anyway, with the journals, I'm going to type them all out, and then there's a little bit of art that I can pop in through those journals and stuff, as I type. But when I read it, I was tired all the time. As the family taxi, I ran like maybe 5 people around for all their errands because nobody that I know has a car. And so I just drove everybody everywhere constantly, and I was just totally worn out, and I wasn't happy in the job, but I wanted a job. So I went into real estate, and you're working for commission. You're not getting paid for anything, and you spend hours and hours and hours with these people, showing them properties and stuff. And finally, I think I did sell stuff, but if I remember my tax return correctly, I think in my 19 months of real estate, I made $9,000 for that. So that's not much for 19 months of work, but I couldn't get a job, or maybe didn't even try to get a job doing something else. And so the 2009 journal is when people are older, a whole bunch of teenage problems with people, and I'm not going to ever publish that. There is too much personal stuff. So anyway, I think that's it for today for that conversation.
That's it, huh?
Right, so anyway, well then you can film more if you want to, because I'll probably talk more.
I do have a question. How, or like now, you're the only one with the car. What if you can't get your license? What's everybody going to do?
Well, Cindy will end up taking taxis, but it's very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So are we filming this or not? Okay. So anyway, you know, I'll just, I've got a plan, which I'm not going to mention. But anyway, but I'm putting drops in my eyes for like 3 different drops 4 times a day for the first week after the cataract surgery. Then the second week, it's 1 drop is eliminated, so it's 2 different drops 3 times a day, I think, and then 2 times a day, 1 time a day. So you taper down. And so this left eye, it's twice a day. So as of Wednesday, like beginning tomorrow, I'll do just 1 time a day and 3 times a day here. And so anyway, it's sort of hard to keep track, because
Like, you see better when you drive now?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I think I see better for sure, but the problem is I really probably do need a pair of glasses, but I don't want to get another pair until at least a month after the surgery, or a month and a half, and that's past the due date for the driver's license. I mean, I see pretty well out of these. These are maybe the 3rd back in time, so they're less strong than the ones I have right now. So anyway, so like that says info something, but see, that's big, and like I can look at the charts are 1-inch high letters, and I can look at 1-inch high letters and see them across the living room, which is 12 feet wide. But the DMV, they're 20 feet away and they're hanging from the ceiling, and the lighting isn't that good either. So anyway, I'm sort of waiting to see, like I'm going to Dr. Holmes tomorrow for him for the 1-week checkup of this eye. So he's already seen me, right after the surgery. But then a week later, he's gonna see me. So anyway, stop filming for a minute. I gotta scratch my nose.